Hello everybody, Killer Winston here, and today I will be doing What If Deku Has Bonds Powers, Part 32. So, in the last part, Bakugo, Tsunade, and Aizawa, also the policemen that are with them, were just ambushed by Toga and Twice, with both of them being, well, defeated by mostly Bakugo. Now, continuing the story, as Bakugo, Aizawa, Tsunade, and those policemen are moving deeper into the base, we will cut over to Mirio and, well, what he's doing right now. Mirio, he would have caught up to Overhaul, him arriving behind Overhaul and just basically beating up everyone, since in the anime, Mirio, without One For All, is able to fend off Overhaul and his goons fairly easily. And now since he has One For All, yeah, he is going to dominate everyone. And by everyone, I mean everyone that is between him and saving Eri, as whenever he got Eri back, Overall would immediately of course get angry, him trying to defeat, or should I say kill, Mirio, but of course he would fail, as that was when Nemoto, the guy with the confession quirk, he would have fired a quirk erasing bullet towards Eri, him thinking that since Mirio can only permutate himself, he cannot permutate or dodge that bullet while he is protecting Eri. And just as Nemoto thought, Mirio would have jumped in the way and in front of Eri, him trying to protect Eri, but that was when a sound of smashing metal can be heard. Mirio being confused since he doesn't have any metal on him. Him turning around only to find Deku standing there while holding Corchos. Deku saying, "You know, Lemillion, if you have time to jump in front of Eri and save her, why didn't you just pull her out of the way?" Mirio being surprised to see Deku, well, there, with both Overall and Eri being basically dumbfounded, since, they literally saw his upper body explode firsthand. Overall yelling, How, how the hell are you still alive? Well, maybe because you can't kill something that cannot be killed. Overall being confused, as Deku would have whispered to Mirio, saying that he needs to take Eri out of there. Mirio answering, "Okay, but what about you?" "Don't worry, I'm immortal, remember? I can't die. Also, I'll keep Overall busy for you." "Well, what are you waiting for? Go!" Deku, right after he said that, he would have turned around and start walking towards Overhaul, as Mirio would have did what Deku said, him immediately grabbing Eri and turning around. Mirio trying to escape with Eri, but that was when Nemoto would have fired another quirk erasing bullet, it going straight towards Mirio, but this time Mirio would have used his permutation quirk and permutate through that bullet, it having to go straight through Mirio and landing onto a wall. After that, Mirio would have immediately activated One For All at 50%. Him basically just running away while carrying Eri. As before, Netmoto can fire another one, or another quirk erasing bullet towards Mirio. He would have been confused, since the pistol that he was holding in his hand just a moment ago would have disappeared. Him looking around and seeing that Deku has that pistol in his hands, with Deku dropping the gun on the ground and stepping on the gun, it basically being crushed into a billion pieces. As in a blink of an eye, Deku would have disappeared and reappear right in front of Netmoto. Him, of course, being surprised by Deku's speed, as Deku, using physical hunt, would have took the energy of Netmoto, while simultaneously jamming Korocho's straight into Netmoto's stomach. Him spitting out a bit of blood, with Deku smashing his fist across Netmoto's face. This having to knock Netmoto out. And by that, I mean knock him unconscious. However, just as Deku did that, Overhaul would have fired a wave of spikes straight towards Deku. Deku being stabbed through his stomach, his chest, and basically in his entire torso. He would have, of course, felt an enormous amount of pain while spitting out a lot of blood, this causing Deku to drop Corchos. But while he was spitting out blood, he would have used Snatch, him using it to pull Overhaul towards himself. Deku holding Overhaul by his shoulders with his hands, he would have went in and, well, headbutt Overhaul in the face, this causing Overhaul to stumble back, as Deku would have broken off one of the spikes, or well, all of the spikes that are in his torso, him having to rip one out and using it as a bat. He would have continuously smashed Overhaul with that broken off spike. This, of course, sending Overhaul stumbling back even further away. Just then, Deku would have thrown that broken off spike straight towards Overhaul. But while Overhaul was stumbling down, he, in the nick of time, using his hand, would have been able to touch that broken off spike, it being, well, blown into pieces. And when he landed on the ground, he would have also put his other hand on the ground, this causing the ground around Deku to, well, spike up and piercing through his entire body. Basically, Overhaul just trapped Deku in a circle of spikes, with those spikes going straight through Deku. And as Deku was trying to break out of all of those spikes, using all of his strength, he would have again used Snatch, this time to grab Corchos from the ground, him using Corchos to break himself free by, well, using Fox Hunt and ripping out the spikes that are in and through his body. But while Deku was doing that, Overhaul would have went over to Netmoto, who was unconscious. Overhaul using his quirk on both himself and Netmoto, he would have, well, merged with Netmoto, resulting in overall having 4 arms, and in his first merged form in the anime. Overall, just as he finished merging with the guy with the confession quirk, he would have noticed well, a quirk erasing bullet on the ground. Overall, seeing that, he would have had a small smirk beneath his mask. As that will be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. They'll be amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!